MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the World Series between the San Francisco Giants and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. With me is Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Well, here's a little comparison of these two teams. Looking at it earlier, to me, the story is all about the pitching. Both squads have some good arms, and the team that gets the best outings are probably going to come out on top.
It's the moment these players have been waiting for. Game 1 of the Fall Classic is on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 New York Yankees.
And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Harold, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game? Standing in, Juan Prieto.
Third, center fielder.
Runner at first here, one man out.
Prieto.
He's running towards second. Hit out towards second. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. And he is in there.
Hey, Matt, I love the fact they hit and ran right there. 0-0 score, tie ball game, but you're putting pressure on the defense. You want to...
Batting third, first baseman, John Wiggins.
Here's the first pitch to him. The high fastball is in there.
Well, how often do you see this? The reigning Cy Young Award winner facing the reigning MVP. This is a cool matchup.
Bumgarner ready with the 0-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Castro rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
One team's dream inning is another team.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. John Wiggins.
John Wiggins.
First delivery to him on the way. In the air to center field and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. His first homer so far in the series. As the Yankees move out in front here, it's now 3-2. Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did. Stepping in and ready for another shot, John Wiggins. Already a home run and a double for him in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, and he leaves that one right over the plate as this is sent high and deep out to right center field. And it is gone. A home run. So it's a two-run shot to right center, his second home run of the game, and it's now 6-3.
That one definitely worth looking at again with our show track technology. One of the biggest home runs we've seen in a while, and the projected distance confirms it, exactly 480 feet. There aren't many guys that can put a ball out there like that.
Ready for another shot now, Joe Panic. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Joe Panic.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4 to 6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Ready once again, Bruce Lee.
Shortstop, Bruce Lee.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Down the first baseline. And he'll take this over to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner moves into scoring position at second. Digging in and looking for more. Mickey Simon is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Hit softly on the ground to first.
Well, that's his 3rd hit of the game, and I know infield single, but he doesn't care, man.
Striding in once again, John Wiggins. 2 home runs and a double to his credit thus far. Having quite the game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one right down Main Street. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A sinker over the outside corner for strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Prieto racing back at the track. The wall. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Solo shot to right center. His 3rd home run of the ball game, and it's now an 8-6 ball game.
Three home runs in a World Series game. You just don't see it very often. I know for me, I got a chance to see it, Reggie Jackson do it. I was so excited as a kid. Then as an adult, I watched Pablo.
Ready for another chance? Juan Prieto. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take this over to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner moves into scoring position at second.
And hey, if the first baseman is playing straight, man, facing Chapman is not for the faint of heart as he unleashes fireball after fireball. Gets the final out here and another save. What a weapon Chapman is.
And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And, Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
9-6, the final tally in this one. The Yankees win the World Series opener and take a 1-0. From the Bronx, MLB Network brings you baseball from Yankee Stadium. Game 2 of the World Series between the San Francisco Giants and the New York Yankees. It's a battle of top-tier pitchers next on the show. Masahiro Tanaka will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, H?
Well, his last outing, Matt, he pitched into the 7th inning, giving his team a chance to stay close and have a chance to win this ballgame. He got a no decision, but he's in a nice groove right now, and we'll see if he's able to bring that groove.
Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. What's this lineup have to do tonight in order to get a W here on the road, HR?
Batting third, first baseman John Wiggins.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
The 0-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Wow, he puts a serious charge into this ball. Ends up splitting the...
Trying to pick things up where he left off. John Wiggins.
John Wiggins.
A high fastball is in there.
Well, he's really peppering the zone right there, going up in the zone. I wonder if he stays there the whole time. Usually you'll see that with 2 strikes, not with no strikes.
0-1 pitch on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Well, it's awful difficult, Matt, to hit when you find yourself down 0-2, but particularly when you haven't even swung the bat yet. Now you're in protect mode, and you haven't taken one swing.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Colby Rasmus.
San Francisco.
0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Colby Rasmus.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down.
Batter is out.
Digging in to try it again. John Wiggins. He doubled earlier in the game. 1 for 2 to this point. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Oh, and he leaves that one right over the plate as this is sent high and deep out to right center field. And it is gone. A home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. His 4th long ball of this series, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece. I'm sure you know what's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. Ready once again, John Wiggins. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double.
Wiggins.
in there. 0-1.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike one, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field, his second of the game, as it's now a one-run game, 7-6 now.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
Digging in and looking for more, John Wiggins. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
Well, he got that first pitch, got him looking right there. With a star hitter like this guy, it is always good to get ahead in the count.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Taken, called, strike two, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Lifted the other way to left center. Prieto giving chase. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Hey, anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim one-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. It's Game 3 of the World Series between the New York Yankees and the San Francisco Giants. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Jeff Samardzija gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, H?
Well, Matt, I was impressed with him. Last game, he earned the W. And I mean that because he pitched through it, pitched into the 7th inning, and got the win for the team. Some guys don't work quite as hard as he did, but he earned.
The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see him.
Batting third, first baseman John Wiggins.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pitch out. Nothing doing. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Matt, the interesting thing about Lawrence, now I think the way he sets up is almost telling you what he's going to call. He'll call one side of the plate more than he will the other. Look at his setup. Maybe that'll help you out.
Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike.
This is a situation, Matt, where they can really redeem themselves. Look, they lost by 1 run last game. Really tough to get past. But you got to throw that out right here, right now is the time to turn it around, and this big half inning could do it for them.
1-2, here it comes. Lifted into center field. Prieto is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think. Ready for another chance. John Wiggins. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Wiggins.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. Prieto looks up. Gone to lead off the inning. Solo shot to right center. His 6th of this series as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Here's Buster Posey now, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Buster Posey.
Oh, beautiful dive. Got him. Oh, and that looked destined to be an RBI, but a highlight reel stab put an end to that thought. Another look at the fine play at first that concludes matters here in the inning. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Ready once again, John Wiggins. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. The high fastball is in there.
Well, it's awful difficult, Matt, to hit when you find yourself down 0-2, but particularly when you haven't even swung the bat yet. Now you're protected.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. A solo shot here to left, his 2nd of the game, and this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
Digging in for his 2nd at-bat, Jeff Samardzija comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here's the 1-2. Now a bunt attempt here. And they tag him out, but this will work as a sort of a sacrifice as the runner moves up.
Hey, sacrifice was in.
Digging in and looking for more, John Wiggins. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line. Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Prieto back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Well, this one was squared up.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, John Wiggins. He's gone deep twice in the game, making him 2 for 4. And here's ball 4 now on the intentional walk. So that'll set up the double play possibility with 1 gun.
Man, facing Chapman is not for the faint of heart as he unleashes fireball after fireball. Gets the final out here and another save. What a weapon Chapman is.
This one definitely a low scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. It's Game 4 of the World Series between the New York Yankees and the San Francisco Giants. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Chris Heston is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. What's your take on him, H?
Well, Matt, I love watching this guy pitch. I went back, looked at the video of his last game. He pitched into the 6th inning, threw the ball great, had electric stuff when he needed to, pitched out of some tough jams, and pitched well enough to get.
Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Batting third, first baseman John Wiggins.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Looks at a two-seamer right down the middle.
He appears to be having some issues with pitch command to start the game. He's dealing with 2 guys on, and that last pitch looked like a big mistake in that location, right down the middle, but he got away with it.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this one is gone. A home run. So a 3-run shot to left center, his 8th in this series alone, as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he's looked pretty shaky from the first pitch, and things just kind of spiraled out of control from there. I think these guys smelled blood in the water, and they punctuated with a 3-run job and an early.
Batting fifth, third baseman Mickey Simon.
The 0-1 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Giants leave a couple. They trail it here 3-0. Trying to pick things up where we left off. John Wiggins.
John Wiggins.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And the Bombers have it going here as this is also good for extra bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Well, there's another hit by him here in the postseason. You talk about impact players.
Batting seventh.
1 out, nobody on.
Colby Rasmus.
Oh, what a dive. It's there, and he's out. Digging in and looking for more, John Wiggins. Already a home run and a double for him in this one. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1.
Oh, he reached back and challenged him right there. I like that. Early in the count. Here it is, big fella. I know you're a good hitter, but I'm coming right after you.
He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add another. A solo shot here to left. His second home run of the game as the blowout continues.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Ready once again, Bobby Rayburn. 2 men on, 2 away here in the fourth.
Rayburn.
2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Hit hard on the ground at first. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Giants leave a couple. That won't help much. It's 11-2. Digging in once again, John Wiggins. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what.
John Wiggins will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game as he was off to a fast start indeed. In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now and gone. Home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. His 3rd home run of the ball game as this lead got even wider.
Three home runs in a World Series game. You just don't see it very often. I know for me, I got a chance to see it, Reggie Jackson do it, and I was so excited as a kid. Then as an adult, I watched Pablo Sandoval do it.
Ready for another shot now Mickey Simon. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
Mickey Simon.
The pitch. On the ground to the right side. Wiggins scoops it up, and he'll step on first himself for the out. John Wiggins will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. Solo shot to right center. His 4th in the ball game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Four home runs in a World Series game. We will never see this again. I'll go out on a limb on that one. That is just remarkable. What an amazing game he has had.
John Wiggins will stand in yet again, and he's looking for history now. We take you back to his last home run. This was his 4th of the ball game, and it needn't be said that 5 in a game has never been done before. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
He was sitting on that fastball. You can't tell me he wasn't. First pitch fastball.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
18-3 tonight. MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's the pivotal Game 5 of the World Series between the New York Yankees and the San Francisco Giants. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. H, what's the key if they want to be crowned world champions here tonight?
Batting third, first baseman John Wiggins.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Well, how often do you see this? The reigning Cy Young Award winner facing the reigning MVP. This is a cool matchup.
Here comes the 0-1. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Well, he's got a double play situation right here. If he can get the ball down, everything's been up. So I'm not really looking for a double play. It might take 2 or 3 hitters to get out of this jam.
There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Prieto going back, still going back. And this one is gone. A home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center, his 12th of the series. 12. And this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
Yep, this is why you just can't rely on one pitch. These are the best hitters in the world. And when they know what's coming, they're going to jump all over it just like he did there.
Digging in to try it again, John Wiggins. He'll begin things here against Madison Bumgarner.
Wiggins.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he gets in there standing. He's got himself a double.
Well, there's another hit by him here in the postseason. You talk about impact.
Digging in and looking for more. John Wiggins. Already a home run and a double for him in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. A high fastball is in there.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike one, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Matt, he's thrown 2 pitches right down the middle and got away with them. I don't think he should go back there again, but he's got to locate a little bit better if he wants to put him away. This guy's too good a hitter.
He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Well, that's a nice base hit right there, and he is so close to having a cycle. He's one thing short.
Ready once again, John Wiggins. And he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to left. And the 8th will start with a bang, as this should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series, while
MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 6 of this year's Fall Classic between the San Francisco Giants and the New York Yankees. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. HR, how do they fight off elimination here on the road?
Batting third, first baseman John Wiggins.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, and he leaves that one right over the plate as this is sent high and deep out to right center field. And it is gone. A home run. So it's a two-run shot to right center as the Yankees have tied things up. It's 2-2.
yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
Digging in to try it again, John Wiggins.
First baseman John Wiggins.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
Man, I think he's trying to send a message right here. I'm going to challenge you. I like my stuff. I think I'm better than you. I don't care how good a hitter you are. And this guy's a good hitter, by the way. But he came right after him early in the count. Matt, he's thrown two pitches right down the middle and got away with them. I don't think he should go back there again. But he's got to locate a little bit better if he wants to put him away. This guy's too good a hitter. Well, there's another hit by him here in the postseason. You talk about impact players. This is how you impact the series, the way he's been swinging the bat.
Here's Joe Panik as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Joe Panik.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get two. The second for one. On to first to complete the double play. Digging in and looking for more, John Wiggins. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. Here comes the first pitch. Right over the middle, knee high.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn two.
In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now. And gone. Home run. It's a two-run shot to right center, his second of the game, and just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
Trying to pick things up where we left off.
For the Yankees,
John Wiggins. Already a pair of long balls on his line in this one, so we'll see what else he has in store here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. Solo shot to right center. His third home run of the ball game, and the lead is now 7-2.
Three home runs in a World Series game. You just don't see it very often. I know for me, I got a chance to see it, Reggie Jackson do it. I was so excited as a kid. Then as an adult, I watched Pablo Sandoval do it. I can't imagine what that player feels like, hitting 3 home runs.
Here's Buster Posey now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now the 1-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Backhanded. Here's Castro for 1. On to first, and they get the double play, but boy, was he ever upended. And now the Giants are down to their final strike.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
And they're back on top of the baseball world. The Yankees are once again World Series champs.
Well, they just clinched the World Series title in front of the home crowd, and no doubt about it, this town is going to be rocking and rolling tonight. Just like this stadium is rocking right now as they celebrate something they'll remember forever. They are the World Series champions.
Back now on the show. It's all over, and you see the reactions there to the final out. And down on the field, we'll get a chance to watch the presentation of the Commissioner's Trophy to the new world champs.